city waits for you. What's it like in Liverpool? Although I'm half the world away, you know that I'll be coming home to you. Can you raise a smile? Can you make it all worthwhile? Without you I don't know what I would do, but I'll be home soon. Ticket to ride, ferry cross the Mersey, Penny Lane.
If I hadn't stopped for directions last night, I'd have probably kept on going, because this Liverpool is so small. You know, there's no signpost or nothing, it's just on the Illinois River. But I'm just making my way down to Liverpool itself. Little country roads, middle of nowhere. I don't think anybody has any industry within this Liverpool in Illinois, apart from Turk's body shop, the post office and the Lord Mayor's office. So I'm just going down now to meet up with the Mayor. They don't know I'm coming. I've got enough money left for 28 days. That's using $100 a day, so it works out normally on average $60 for a hotel room, $20 for fuel and $20 for food. I'm here for another 36 days. Guess I'm going to have to try and phone home and see if I can get some money into the bank account, just so I can survive the last week. Providing we've got fuel to get back to New York, I'll be happy.
What's it like in Liverpool? What's it like in Liverpool?
So I've just walked out that door there, and this side of the building is the US Post Office.
Oh yeah, what you got there?
This is called a video camera,
Yeah.
and I'm over from Liverpool in England.
Oh, you're from England?
And I'm just
Me?
no, honestly. See, look at the hat, Liverpool.
Well, anybody can put a Liverpool on their hat.
Do you want me to get the passport?
Huh?
Do you want my passport?
No, I don't need your passport. You sound like from Scotland, really.
Yeah, it's maybe the accent.
Yeah.
A bit like cross between Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr from the Beatles.
Well, now let's just overstretch it too far.
How you doing, gang?
Becky will be home at 6 o'clock tonight.
Okay.
He's about 200 years old, so he's as old as Liverpool.
I'm going to see the Lord Mayor now and check out what's happening in town, man. This is Mayor Humphrey's house. You know it's Mayor Humphrey's because there's a big smiley dish outside. Hey.
How long are you going to be visiting with us tonight?
I don't know.
Would you like to eat supper with us? I'm cooking on the grill.
This is
I'd
home.
love to, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
I'd love to, yeah.
No problem.
Thanks very much.
You're welcome, sir.
Does the Mayor actually have an office? A place of...
No.
No town hall?
No. Well, we have it at Village Hall.
Liverpool's Village Hall, founded 1836.
At one time, the post office was actually in my living room.
Yeah.
This was the old grocery store. This was quite the bustling town in the 20s to 60s. So, but at one time they had 5 motels and 4 or 5 restaurants. It was a big place for the bigwigs in Chicago or St. Louis to come here to go hunting.
I've actually been told to stay out the grass because of the mosquitoes. These huge creatures called jiggers. Like if they bite you, it makes the mosquito bites look like nothing. Wow, man, check this out. I want to go down and talk to these guys. How you doing, guys? Liverpool's notorious because apparently in the 20s, Al Capone used to come down.
Yeah, this whole area, a lot of waterfowl hunting.
Yeah, on his days off when he wasn't a gangster.
Or when the heat was on in Chicago, he'd come down here and hide out.
Across the street we had a 3-story hotel, and 4 blocks away there was a 5-story hotel. But they're all gone, I mean, due to just neglect and the economy. Fulton County has become more of an agricultural county, and kids don't want to plant corn. The river has eaten part of the town away.
The septic tank's messed up. We put a pump in there about 30 years ago. See, in the water come up, it got in this building at one time.
But it gets up about so high, then we got a sump pump in there to pump that all out. And but we've got a new levee in about 3 or 4 years ago.
Is this where you have town meetings?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Village Hall. And the post office right in the built into it too.
Okay.
Because we're in a floodplain, your values are far less than if you were on top of the bluff. So down here, the price could vary from $1,000 for a little one-room cabin, $50,000, $60,000. We sell more amongst ourselves, back and forth, and my kids may decide to live here, so I know the house down the street's for sale, so I would buy it, because people from the outside have a real negative outlook on people from Liverpool.
Why is that? When I was in Liverpool in Ohio, I stayed in what used to be a funeral home. It's now a bed and breakfast called Sturgis House, and that's actually where they laid out Pretty Boy Floyd, another notorious gangster. So I'm finding that gangsters, fishing and other industries
Ruffians,
yeah, they all sort of go hand in hand with being from Liverpool, you know.
Oh boy. You don't have any of those back in England, do you?
I'm not at liberty to answer that.
Yeah, okay.
Why is there such a negative opinion to live in Liverpool?
Because there's nothing here. You have to go try to drive 25 miles to get to a grocery store.
Well, I mean, there's more to it than that. I mean, there's something. I mean,
Liverpool, Illinois. Not exactly your typical vacation destination.
We get snowed in, it might take 3 or 4 days for the county to come dig us out.
Unless you're Philip Bimpson.
Just a negative.
Yeah, there's just a negative
feeling.
feel, because the mobsters from Chicago used to come down here and go hunting.
Can you name any?
Al Capone
used to come to Liverpool.
Yeah, Al Capone used to come to Liverpool. I don't know any of them else. That's the only one I know of that they talk about. But it kind of got a bad name someplace along the line. I'm not sure why. And the references, nobody but alcoholics and idiots would live in Liverpool. So there's kind of that negativity. But amongst ourselves, we like it here. I mean, I've been here for 25 years, and I'm not going anywhere. The big bet when my husband passed away was, where would I move to? And my question is, why would I move? This is my home. This is the only place my children have ever lived, so I'm staying. And it's cleaned up over the years. Since the levees come in, people are taking a lot more pride in their homes.
So we have a nautical connection.
But this isn't his only destination. Bimpson is on a mission to visit every town with the name.
Is there a crime problem in Liverpool?
Crime. Yeah, there are more hooligans than there.
Lord Mayor.
Lord Mayor. I guess I'll have to call you Lord Mayor.
Yeah.
Okay. What we were hoping after we get maybe an interview with you is maybe have you guys not take a tour of the town, but kind of walk around the town.
This is the 4th stop on a journey that's taken him from England to Nova Scotia to Ohio, and now here in the heart of Illinois.
The kids don't walk the streets like they used to. When I moved here, the kids, it was nothing for the kids to walk 5-10 miles a night, just walking in circles around town. And now the kids don't do that. Yeah, they sit and play on Nintendo and the computers and that kind of stuff.
And I noticed on the gravestones that the last person who passed away was that in 1996. Has there been anyone since?
There's been a few. Some don't have markers. The one in 96 was probably my husband.
All the gaps and spaces used to be hotels. This was a thriving commercial area for fishing, boat building. So what are you doing, Guy?
There are those of us who take pride in living here. It's a good place to raise your children.
Dog just doesn't want to move. Now he does.
My children, the park is only a block away. My children, since they were 3 years old, have gone to the park by themselves.
The town is open to possibly purchase this as a new centre, a meeting centre, a community centre for the town.
You don't do that in a big city, but down here we can because we all take care of each other.
Just to the left here is the park area where the children can come and play. It's quite safe. With it being such a small community, everybody does know everybody else, and even while I've been sitting here, I've been observed by a couple of the local people. They probably know I'm an outsider, but I'm not really. I'm from Liverpool, same as they are.
There was a scare at one time that some man was trying to steal kids in a little blue car. A little blue car drove into town. Every phone in town was ringing because everybody was watching this person drive around town. I mean, chances are, had he tried to steal a child, he probably would have gotten cement shoes and a trip to the river. And we wouldn't bother to call the police.
That's the same type of law we used back in the big city of Liverpool.
The people were so friendly. They would share their food. Everybody's so nice. It's almost like being back home, apart from the accent.
One of those friendly faces is Liverpool, Illinois Mayor Becky Humphrey, or Lord Mayor, as Bimpson called her.
Your family, part of your family have been to Liverpool in England?
Oh yeah, yeah. My dad was in the army 14 years. And him and my mom was in Liverpool.
Check this out, guys. This is some home cooking. You can't get better than that. Steak, potatoes, bread, corn and onions. Before we go any further, I'd like to present you with this Liverpool hat. Get out, this is the guy who cooked my steak.
Good eating tonight.
Yeah, another Liverpoolian.
Although I'm half the world away, you know that I'll be coming home to you. Can you raise a smile? Can you make it all worthwhile without you? I don't know what I would do.
Hey, I made your doggy bag for tonight, so if you get hungry later, you got a doggy bag to take with you.
Hey, how can you beat that?
You can't.
That's true.
This town kind of had a reputation of being kind of rough.
So did ours.
Yeah, you want to fight, you can fight here.
Yeah.
But once you come down here and you show them kindness,
Yeah.
I'm sure you've experienced that. You're in.
I have to give you this gift that I give to very important people, and it gives me great pleasure to present you with one of my personal baseball caps from Liverpool in England. And here we go to the Mayor of Liverpool, Illinois. We've got 2 more red hats, see that? And we're in Liverpool. So from Liverpool in England to Liverpool, Illinois, this is our little special gift. So here we are, just leaving the Lord Mayor's house in Liverpool, Illinois. What great people. They've fed and watered me. Again, I'm finding this human spirit of people who, although they may not have a lot of things to give, they'll share whatever they have. Unfortunately, because we're on a river, I have to protect myself from mosquito bites. So, on the clothes, on the neck, because the insects, they think people from Liverpool and England are very tasty. So on the feet with the deet, that'll keep the flying fleas away.
It's interesting to find out the similarities that we're all in water, and you know, that there is a link to Liverpool, England.
Bimpson says he'll take a piece of every Liverpool back to his for its 800th birthday celebration next year.
Searching for the Holy Grail, and do you know what? I've actually found it. It's in the people of all the different Liverpools. That is the Holy Grail.
So here we are, at the local bar, and that's it. It's just a wooden hut. How you doing, guys? Looks like a full house.
There you go, put the name on them. Bathroom on the door.
Okay, that's cool. I'll put it right up there next to Rambo. Right, so the deal is, if you're going to donate a bra, the boss has got to see the goods.
These are your welcome gifts for the first time you're here.
Wow, thank you. See that? You know that badge that I got for my coat? This one. Here. It's actually a condom. Okay? It ain't a badge, it's a condom, man. It's probably worth more than a badge.
That the mind can't reach, there's nothing that the eye can't see. Liverpool will soon be there. We will dance without a care. For that I know we must go. The city waits for you.
Hey, check this out. This is the letterbox. This is Liverpool, man. Fishing town.
Kevin Irons.
Narissa Michaels. Melissa Smith.
In the 70s, it was quite polluted, and we've changed some laws, and industry has tightened up, and the river is pretty good right now. They've fished for buffalo over 100 years. There are a lot of common carp, which are an exotic species, a European Eurasian species. Then we have Asian carp, another exotic. If you see the boats running up and down, you might see them jumping behind the boat, and that's his exotic Asian carp. Biological history.
Oh,
it's
right.
The natural history of animals.
Right.
In Britain, you've got something very similar, a history survey or a history society, and they're looking at animals, how they relate to each other, how they relate to the environment, and this is one of the oldest, I guess, surveys in the United States as far as biological collections and information. They started back in the 1800s collecting information.
Wow. That's absolutely brilliant. So why didn't you say that?
What's that?
You were supposed to say all that.
Yeah, I know.
Am I confusing you with
No.
my accent?
No, I just didn't understand what you said.
I'm not confusing her with my accent. She just doesn't understand at all.
AM 1560 WBYS, Smart Pixeler with you, and I'm being joined by Phil Bimpson from Liverpool, England, not Liverpool, Illinois, but you're here because of that.
Now that building was called the River View, and people used to come from miles around. It was open for 50 years for the view of the river, to watch the people on the boats, the fishermen and the barges passing. After 1985 with the big flood, and they had to build up the sides to protect the village, the river view became the levee view, so there was nothing to see and nothing to do. It still continued up until 2003. It was still a major meeting place in the centre of Liverpool village. Sadly, it's gone into decline and it's lying semi-derelict at the moment. The town is open to possibly purchase this as a new community centre. Block upon block gone, all gone. Swelled up into the bowels of history and the river.
Yeah, I cook food at the hospital in Canton.
And you're not feeling too well today?
I feel fine. Why?
She's took the friggin' afternoon off because she's ill. Apparently you're not feeling too well this afternoon. You've had
No, I feel a little sick.
Okay. Now, being sick and working in the hospital,
Not a good thing. They're already sick.
Yeah, it's not a good thing, but it reminds me of an incident many years ago here in Liverpool. And I believe there was a cholera epidemic.
Like this one was, what, 6 months old?
So these people were the people who were killed in the plague?
I would imagine, because I mean, they're all 52. The plague of some sort.
Yeah,
Came from the river boats. 1 year old, 11 months. There's a family that has a bunch of kids that died all at the same time. You have to like wipe off their headstones because they're knocked down. but they're all in the same year. All the kids died from that family.
Are these the oldest grave markers here?
You know, I'm not for sure. Many points in time, there's a lot more things here. No gas station, no grocery store, no nothing now. 6 years old, and they were in the 50s. We have a bar.
And are you old enough to go to the bar?
No, you have to be 21 here.
A member of the Murphy family. So obviously there was an Irish influence here. 18 years old in England.
Well, maybe I should just go home with you.
I've been down here now about 11 years in Liverpool.
Yeah. So here we are, and we're looking at the transport from the local pub called Needful Things. And what they do is they park this little buggy. I haven't seen it yet. They park this little buggy up and they ship the people down towards the pub when they're fishing. So we're going to check it out. That's the throne that the king sits on, and he drives round the village of Liverpool and he announces it by honking this klaxon. Did you get that? Hey, this is the king of Liverpool and this is his throne. Everyone knows when he's coming. And as you can see, it's got rear view mirrors, 2 of. It's got a cooler on the back. What more could anyone want? A spare tyre, a light and the klaxons. That is public transport, Liverpool style. Isn't this great? How you doing, kids? How you doing, mate? They're the kids from Becky's house. Now that's what you call service, door to door. What a team, mate. We're from Liverpool, and if you want to fight, give us a call, because me and him will be right round to your house. Well, I hope you enjoyed that episode. We'll see you next time.
Although I'm half the world away, you know that I'll be coming home to you. Can you raise a smile? Can you make it all worthwhile? Without you, I don't know what I would do. But I'll be home soon. What's it like in Liverpool? Although I'm half the world away, you know that I'll be coming home to you. Can you raise a smile? Can you make it all worthwhile? Without you, I don't know what I would do. But I'll be home soon. What's it like in